the true stories of Ringo Starr life mystery revealed. Among the various members of the Beatles, it was drummer Ringo Starr who started and completed his family during the height of the band's legendary career. He was a father of 3 children by the time the Beatles split in 1970. Ringo proposed to Maureen in 1965, and they were married 21 days later on February 11 at London's Caxton Hall Register Office. The Beatles' manager, Brian Epstein, served as best man, and fellow Beatle George Harrison was present as a witness. Their first child, son Zach, was born on September 13, 1965. It happened to be the same date that one of the Beatles' most famous hits, Yesterday, was released. Maureen said upon Zach's birth, "I'd like the baby to be like Ringo, but he need not necessarily follow in his father's footsteps, as a musician." Ringo agreed, calling his firstborn the Little Smasher, but also revealed, "I won't let Zach be a drummer, like himself." But drumming was in his future, as Zach's godfather, The Who's drummer Keith Moon, bought him a drum kit for his 8th birthday. Ringo's musical pals eventually showed Zach the ropes on how to be a stickman, and he began his career as a professional rock drummer as a teen in the early 1980s. Ringo and Maureen's second child, son Jason, arrived nearly 2 years after his big brother on August 19, 1967. Like his older sibling, he was also born at Queen Charlotte's Hospital in Hammersmith, London. Jason also grew up to be a drummer before going to work various other jobs in the music industry. Ringo and Maureen rounded out their family with the birth of their first daughter, Lee, on November 11, 1970, when she was born at the same London hospital as her older brothers. She grew up to pursue a career as a stylist and fashion designer. The couple weathered several marital crises, including infidelity by both Ringo and Maureen, and the pair's divorce was finalized on July 17, 1975, 10 years after they wed. Ringo would go on to marry actress and former Bond girl Barbara Bach in 1981, while Maureen went on to marry Hard Rock Cafe and House of Blues co-founder Isaac Tigrat in 1989. She died at the young age of 48 in December 1994 after a brief battle with leukemia, with her children by her side. Zach Starkey. Against his famous father's hopes, Zach grew up to become a professional drummer, seen here in 2019 during a soundcheck with The Who before a performance at London's Wembley Stadium. It was late Who drummer Keith Moon who gave a young Zach his first drum kit. Since his father was good pals with the band's members, Zach too was close to them while growing up, as Keith served as his godfather. Against his famous father's hopes, Zach grew up to become a professional drummer, seen here in 2019 during a soundcheck with The Who before a performance at London's Wembley Stadium. It was late Who drummer Keith Moon who gave a young Zach his first drum kit. Since his father was good pals with the band's members, Zach too was close to them while growing up, as Keith served as his godfather. Zach played drums in various bands throughout the 80s and 90s and joined The Who for their 1996 Quadrophenia tour. After playing with the band on and off for more than a decade, Zach was made a permanent member in 2007. He also provided occasional drumming work for the British pop band Oasis in the early to mid-aughts. Zach has 2 daughters, Tatia Jane, from a previous marriage, and Luna, with his partner of 17 years, Sharna Shush Legos. Jason Starkey. Like his father and older brother, Jason grew up to be a drummer. By the mid-80s, he played with such groups as Buddy Curtis and the Grasshoppers and Empire of Sponge. But he wasn't as committed to being a stick man for life, eventually working other jobs in the music industry such as road manager. Jason also developed a passion for photography. He loves and supports his dad, as seen in the above photo attending the London premiere of the Beatles' Get Back documentary on November 16, 2021. Jason married longtime girlfriend Flora Evans in 2010. The pair welcomed their first child, son Lewis, in 1999. He was followed by another boy, Sonny, in 2002. The couple's third son, Rock, was born in 2009, followed by the couple's fourth son, Buddy, in 2011. Ringo Starr's children. Ringo and Maureen's only daughter, Lee, is seen here with her longtime partner Jay Mellor in 2017. After attending boarding school, She got a degree as a makeup artist but didn't pursue the profession. She opened up a clothing store along Los Angeles' trendy Melrose Avenue in the early 90s. But she put her life on hold after her mom's 1994 cancer diagnosis to care for her ailing parent. Along with her siblings, she was by Maureen's side when she died in December of that year. Lee herself had a medical crisis in 1995 when she was diagnosed with a brain tumor. Despite treatments, it returned in 2001, when she underwent more procedures. In 2006, Lee began dating former Kasabian guitarist Jay Miller. The pair welcomed triplets in 2009, 2 boys named Smokey and Giacomo, and 1 girl, Ruby Tiger. Starr was plagued by life-threatening illnesses during his childhood, with lengthy hospital stays. What happened to Ringo Starr was indeed not easy. You know him if you're interested in it. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a new video.